Awkward.
This is recording, by the way.
Can you cut that?
I hope you are comfortable and having a quite okay connection. Let's wait for the other participant for till she joins.
Okay.
Okay, she has also joined, and yeah. Okay, so let's start our discussion. Then I'd like to say very good morning for both of you. I hope both of you are fine and well.
Good morning.
Yeah. First and foremost, thank you for joining this small discussion at a very short notice. And this, this session will be recorded for academic purposes. And few ground rules. I hope you are on your mobile devices and would like to keep it as it is. Don't tilt or try to keep it as stable as possible. This session will be a very short discussion, about 10 to 15 minutes. So in your discussion, please try not to go sidetracked. So since we have a very limited time period. Having establishing the ground rules, and would like to start today's discussion, which is about what are the key attributes of young spenders expect from supermarket chains, and what are their preferences, and why do they prefer a supermarket chain over the other? I would like to hear a small introduction from either of you, stating your name and a small background detail, and where do you shop most, and on average, how much do you spend on one basket? Shall we start with you, Janita, since ladies first?
Hi, I'm Janita. I live in Colombo and I'm studying law currently. And my preference when choosing a supermarket uh, would be Apico or Kiehl's because of the distance. It's it's closer to me, and also because I would choose Apico because of the varieties.
Right. Thank you very much for your small introduction. Madhur, what about you?
Yeah, I'm Madhura, and I'm a degree holder in management and currently working at a commercial bank. I'm 28 years old, and my preference supermarket would be Keys. Basically, because it's convenient for me because of the distance, and actually easy for me for the parking spaces. And the average, my basket would be around 1,000 to 2,000.
Yeah. So, Janita, you didn't cover how much would you spend on a single basket?
Average would be 2,000.
2,000, okay, 2,000 to 1,000. Okay. I assume both of you wouldn't be purchasing household items just every day for your
Yeah,
personal. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
business.
yeah, establishing that, why would you choose uh, why would you not choose? In fact, why would you not choose like Cargills in your both of you said that you would choose Apico or Kiehl's, but what about Cargills, which is also a huge supermarket chain? Madhur, how about you? Going first.
Well, considering Apico, it's a bit far from the place where I live, and I don't find any cars on my way to work or my route. So that's why I don't go to Apico usually. And there is a car is near us, but sometimes there's an issue with the parking. I mean, not that it doesn't have any ample parking space, but most of the time the parking is full, so I have to wait a little bit. But in the case of Kiels, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm lucky, but I usually do get a parking space as soon as I go there.
Okay. So what about you, Janita? Why wouldn't you choose Cargills or Kiels, as you said, like you would choose Apico?
Uh, Actually, there's a Cargill's also nearby to me, but I tend to choose Apico over it because, like, Cargill's, the one near me in Mardana, it has limited space and it gets very crowded. Like most of the time, it's very crowded. So compared to that, Apico has much more like space, and you can like it's crowded, but it's uh, it's not it you can like shop at your own pace, your own time, and get your shopping done.
Right. So let me. So from this discussion, what I got was the convenience was a major factor, and variety also a secondary key attribute. So on a scale 1 to 10, uh, let's say both of the Cargill scales and Apico at an equal distance. So from a scale 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, let's say that Keel's Cargills all together situated at the same equal distance from where you stay, where you living, and still, which would you prefer one over the other? Still would be answer would be the Keel's in your case, Madhu, and Apiko, case of you, Janita.
Actually, still my preference, if all three were situated like in proximity to me, still my preference would be Apico, then Keels, and then Kagis because of Apico and Keels, the deals they offer. They have
Oh,
very good deals all the time, especially Keels and Apico also most of the time. Kagis is less on the deals.
less on the deals. Okay. So Madhu, what about you?
Well, I can't give a score to Apico because actually I rarely shop there.
Yes.
So between Kagis and Keels, my main factor is the convenience. And so I can't really, if it is the same conditions, I would have gone either. So
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I could have gone with both of those. So
So
in
about a
this case,
5 or 0.
yeah, in
Mhm.
or no, I mean like if it is the same convenience is there, I would have gone to both of those.
Yes.
So I can't actually give a preference. I'm preferring this over that. But since I've been dealing with keys, I think I would take that as a first choice.
Okay. So Janita, what would you say to Madhu? Like, if both of you were at a close proximity and going on the same route, would you ask Madhu to join with you for the to shop at Apico, or would you just prefer to go at Kiels because, as you said, time, convenience, and all the stuff comes into consideration. Uh, and what I want to get is a psychological factor from your end. Like this has been mapped as a good convenience store. Like Apico is considered as a hypermarket, whereas Cargills and Kiels are on a way to be a hypermarket, but still they are under supermarket conditions. So what would you say, Janita? Would you go along with Madhu if you uh, say, well, let's go to Kales, and you would go along with, or would you say no, let's go to Apico?
I would still stick with Apico because just in case you go like beyond your daily household needs, again Apico has everything. They have
Oh,
they
yeah.
they are also their own rubber manufacturers. So rubber mats, anything you need for the house, they have those.
Mhm.
Plus they have a lot of more things, and even the one at Town Hall Apico, it covers a lot more parking space than a lot of Kiehl's supermarkets that I've seen.
So, Madhu, what would you say to Janita? Mm,
When she put it in that way, I kind of agree with her because I have been to the town hall Apico. I've seen that the parking is also good, and they are not just a supermarket; they have other items also for any household items. No, I mean not like the groceries.
yeah.
There are other appliances and furnitures and everything is it at one place. So I guess it's much more convenient than keys and car keys. So I think I would agree with Janita over there.
Okay. Right. So, since we way past our allocated time also, anyway, there is a few more questions I would like to ask. What would you say to the upper, I mean, the in your case, let's say Janita, in your case, Kales, Okagi's, what kind of advice would you give to Kales Okagi's? And in your case, Madhu, what would you give to Apiko and Kagils? Uh, uh, what would be your advice to forsake that you would shop more often at their convenience store, their supermarkets, rather than going to their competitor? Let's start with Janita again.
Again, Apico and Chaos, the advice I would give them is the convenience. They should improve on the convenience. Like I said, it's a bit busy at times. They can get quite busy at times, and again the variety. Chaos is okay, but they need to improve on the variety.
Uh, what about you, Madhu? What would you give to Cargills and Apiko? What would you give them to?
Yeah,
Uh, I kind of lost you. Uh, sort of have a trouble with Madhu's connection, I guess. Uh, let's give him few seconds, few minutes, and in fact, and see what will happen. Okay, he's leaving, and yeah, I just texted him, and he will said he'll join again. Uh, so what, Janita, will you give me a few more minutes till we get
Yeah,
this?
sure,
Mhm.
sure.
Give us few minutes. Me having a few troubles with Madhu's connection.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Madhuri joined
Yeah,
back
sorry
again.
about that.
Uh, yeah, if you have trouble with network connection, it's better if you switch off your Wi-Fi. Sorry, camera also.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
so yeah, you can switch off your camera if you want, Madhuri. It's okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
so we were at the uh, we were at asking what kind of uh, suggestion, advice would you give uh, to your competitors market, like in your case, Cargill's or Apico, Madhuri?
Yeah. Well, I've been to this Apico at town hall. So the trouble I had there was the trouble I had there was that when I tried to browse through the items there, since they had a large variety of items, I was having trouble finding the correct place where these are sorted. I mean, when it comes to keels, and even I see this in the Cargills, they have these boards hanging up above their shelves, which says these items are sorted in these shelves. So that's convenient for me just to read the sign and go to that shelf and pick the item I want. But in the case of Cargies, sorry, I mean the case of Apico, I had difficult in finding that items because I couldn't find these signs. So
Yeah.
I think maybe if they can hang some signs over there, then it will be easy. I mean, for the convenient for the customers who are new to this place. Just a
Okay.
suggestion. I mean,
This is that. Yeah. So thank you for your valuable suggestion. So you said there wasn't any board. So wasn't there any human factor involving in the situation? Like, were you able to ask from a employee over there, and didn't they direct you to the correct place? Or uh,
yes, there, yeah, there were. But
yeah,
for me, I like rather than going and finding an employee. For me, it's convenient for me just to read the sign and go pick the
of
item.
course. Yeah.
That's just my opinion. So I
Yes, of course. Yeah.
think, yeah, I think rather than depending on an employee, I mean, they are helpful. I'm grateful for that. But I think having a sign over there is much convenient for a new person to even revisit that place. The experience is what matters when it comes to the customer.
Yes. Okay. Lastly, before we wind up this session, uh, we were all talking about supermarket chains, but rather than supermarkets, the huge market share is still being absorbed by small scale boutiques. Uh, so I would like to have your insights regarding why would you still prefer to go to a supermarket rather than go to a small scale boutique? Because let's say, like in my experience, uh, I wouldn't. While I passing on this road, there were two boutiques, but I still prefer to go to Kales because it's far away from me, but I would still rather choose Kales. Uh, so, like me, would you choose the closest shop, which is in your case, Janita, the small closest boutique right near you, or would you still choose Apico? And in your case, Madhur, would you still choose the closest shop, smallest boutique right next to your house? And or would you prefer to go to the supermarket chain? Janita, would you?
Yeah, actually, the boutique near my house, it that also there is quite a lot of stuff there. in terms of variety, they're okay. But considering the current situation in the world and in the country, COVID-19, we are all concerned, very concerned about hygiene. So when
Yes.
we buy from these places, we don't know about the hygiene. There's only just like a polythene sheet hanging. Even that we don't know whether it's being cleaned. But places like Apico, we know they're constantly cleaned. It's maintained, and there's sanitizer. When you go to these small boutiques, you don't even know. You don't even get offered sanitizer, obviously, most of the time. And uh, another factor is that at Apico or maybe even Keels or car deals, you can use your credit or debit card or cash. But
Yeah.
in the small boutique, you only have the option of using cash.
Yes. Only. Yes. Yes. Right. Thank you. What about you, Madhu? Would you still rather choose a small scale boutique?
Yeah,
Uh,
unless it's an emergency, I don't think I'll be going to the boutique. Uh, Mainly, yeah, well, like I said, the health concern is also there. But apart from that, even though boutiques has these all the variety of items, I still kind of get this feeling that I might, get a good product from them. Just my opinion when it comes to these. I'm not telling about the canned food or those stuff. I'm
yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about the daily
Usage.
household
Yeah.
groceries like, yeah,
Yeah.
like vegetables or fruits. Let's say if we purchase and if these are bad, if it will be purchased from the keys, they would actually take the responsibility and would replace. I mean, I recently got an experience where the rice we purchased was bad, and they actually offered us cash back for it. But I
Okay.
don't think in the boutique I would get the same facility there. So
Yeah.
it's one factor for me. And also, yes, the like Janita said, the payment method is limited in the boutique. Only cash is available. But in a supermarket like Keys, we can actually use our credit cards or debit cards. So that's actually convenient for us. Yeah, it's
Right.
it's the experience. Like I said before, that I prefer the Keys or the boutiques.
Yes. Okay. Right. Uh, that we can wind up the session. Yeah. We can wind up the session. And I would like to thank both of you spending your valuable time for my academic purposes. And once again, uh, thank you. Stay safe. God bless.
You too.
Yes. Thank you. You too. Stay
Thank
safe.
you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.